All right, so in this video, what we are going to do is we're going to create a template for our client. Okay, so in this case, I'm not going to create it. I'm going to show you what we need inside each new template, and we do this for every new client. So the reason why we do this is once we create a template, or at least with the basics, the fonts, the product feeds, and the footer, brand benefits, and all that. That enables us to just use that template for the email and then adjust it with the copy, or the images that we might add to that campaign or that email, without having to put the logo in place, the web view, and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just going to show you what we did for one of our clients in the cosmetics niche. And basically, if you to create a new template, you just click on create blank email, okay, and you start to create the template. But I'm just going to go to the one that we created. Saved templates are here. Okay, when you click in this tab, you can find them. And what we are going to do is go to this one, the promotional template that we have for this brand. Okay, so we are here at the template for unique style, and as you can see, what we do here is a couple of things. We want to structure this both for desktop and mobile. We want to set it up for both views, and basically what we want to do is to create the universal blocks that we need. For example, the logo one, we want to I think we have one with the white background, and the opposite as well. And what we want to do is go through styles here and go through these settings, okay? And basically what we want to have is this template background here. The template background is the background on the sides and on the top. And we want to set it with, the brand colors, so that, the email is the one that is enhanced, and it doesn't take a lot of attention away from the email. So usually we leave it with this light gray. But if you want to add a background image, you can. We never do it, but it's an option. And then you can edit the content background for the whole email, the width, and all this kind of stuff. We usually don't really touch this. What we want to focus on is this. Okay, so right now we are at the text and headings for desktop, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. Yeah, I think this is for mobile. Yeah, okay, so what we want to do is, as you can see here, we already we already have it. Railway, and in this case, I think this one is, well, yeah, this is this one. For this client specifically, we had like uh, a very different font. But what you want to do is just go to styles and set everything up. Okay, so as you can see here, this header one is bigger than the header two, and etc., etc. Okay, and then after the headers, we also want to edit this normal text font, which is this one here. Okay, and we want to set the color of the fonts here as well. After that, just you can set the alignment to center. We most of the times we're doing it. We center them. For this specific client, we aligned it to the left, but we usually just center it. And we set the link colors. Okay, so here we have to be careful, because sometimes if you put the text, the link color text in black, and you have the unsubscribe footer, you have the footer and the unsubscribe button here in black, with the black background, then you're not going to be able to see it. So just make sure it's a color that can be seen, and just leave the mobile optimization on. And here, which is what we have to do, is for yeah, for mobile size. Okay, so just go here to mobile, and in this case you can see, the different fonts, the mobile text size and everything. Just make sure everything looks good, and you can just add a text block here with this text, like this is a text block. Click here to edit, for example, and to do that you can just add a text block here, okay, just so you can see the different the different fonts and sizes and all of that. After that, so we usually do logo. You can add like a thin banner here, for example, but it's not, um, you know, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. You just have to focus on the logo, also the text, CTA, and once you have the CTA, you have to save it as a universal block, okay? And just so we can just use it, and then we can also edit it, okay? So if we don't want this CTA action here, we can just unlink it and duplicate it and just, edit it. But we want to make sure that we have the same kind of structure, colors, and everything, and we don't want to add more time. We don't want to be creating CTA buttons all the time. We want to have a template here, okay? So again, styles, we keep this. And the next thing would be setting the product feed. So for the product feed, you just want to add a product here. Okay. And what you want to do is, for example, this is the bestsellers. So we just do this, for example, here. And this is where we edit. So look at the difference between the product feed here and our product feed. See how it's much more branded, like branding is on point, and the fonts and everything look much better. So what we want to do is just keep it this way. Okay, you can add or not the CTA buttons. You can edit everything here, and you can just use these toggles and play around and see what looks best for the email. But usually what we do is two products, two rows usually. But again, we can always edit this, but if we have it saved as a universal block, that would be much better. And to save blocks as universal blocks, or sections as universal sections, you just have to click here, okay? And this is a section, this is a block, and this is a section, okay? So you can save the whole section as well. We usually recommend having this in different sections just so we can save the blocks, but you can save the blocks, and that's also okay. And after that, just the footer, okay? Make sure we have our, so the unsubscribe button here. We have some kind of like brand benefits and all that kind of stuff that might help, okay? And usually what we do with the brand benefits is we just add them as a universal block. So I believe they are called brand benefits or benefits, yeah, or icons. And yeah, so here we have the brand benefits, and we just have them as in different colors as so that we can add them to the template. And also, like a simple footer. We don't want to add much noise here, but that should be it, okay? And make sure it looks good on mobile as well, and especially the product feed. Make sure if it doesn't look good side to side, that you just put the other product below it, okay? And to do this, it's pretty easy. Now that I'm here, you just want to where is this? You should be able to, okay, yeah, you have display, yeah, stack on mobile. So if you don't think, or if you don't see that this product besides this product, instead of like in line like that, like as you can see it in desktop, right, like this, if they don't look as well on mobile, as good on mobile, just make sure you click on stack, and that way it'll show below this one, okay? But just make sure all the fonts, colors, and everything are good. Just save them as universal blocks so that we can use them. And after that, just save the template. I'm not gonna save this one here. Save the template. You know, you can name it template, and then template brand name this line here in ICMM, and that way we can use it for every single campaign, every single email, and we just have to switch around the text, add images, and all that kind of stuff. But we have the base, and this saves quite a lot of time. So yeah, I hope that helped.